Okay, if you trade natural gas, let's give you an update. And I'm going to tell you what that yellow box is there at the bottom. But before we get started on this analysis, let me introduce you to Molly, the Golden Doodle. So, Molly is my trading partner. She makes sure that I am not over leveraging, over risking, and taking good trades because her food deserves it. So, why don't you guys give a shout out to Molly? Head down to the comments and say, hello, Molly, and Molly is going to type you back later today. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the analysis. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. And before we get started, let's just thank our God that we are alive and that we can breathe today. That is half of life's battle right there. So, after we give thanks and we give praise, we are going to get right into the chart. So, what does this little yellow box mean? Well, if we drop down to a 5 minute time frame and we expand our chart, okay, this is where, and let me get rid of that. This is where we took a buy this morning off of that level right there. Okay. So it is now late in the day. We have closed this position because on the 5 minute chart, we are at that Fibonacci level and we started dropping here at this level. So we have closed our trades because it looks like NG wants to push down one more time. So congratulations to our folks who picked up this buy, a nice number of ticks on the way up. And that's all you need is one wave per day. And we give you that inside of our trading club. So what does that mean for you now moving forward? Well, we are going to go over back to the day chart. We are going to wipe out any charts that might be there. And let's take a look at this price action. Okay. As we are dealing with a couple of different things here. Number one, we still have open gap at 4.35. We've got an open gap at 3.41. And we have an open gap at 2.70. We are currently trading between this gap and this gap. Okay, so that is our current playing field. So, as you can see, we're going into Wednesday tomorrow and then a couple more days to wrap up the trading week. Weather tends to be getting a little bit warmer, which is going to impact a little bit the use of natural gas. So you have to be extremely cautious in trading this because the day is not over. But based on the candle that we see right now, as of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right, we might see one more dip down with natural gas. Here is our 8 hour chart. Here is our 4 hour chart. So I'm going to give you a floor that you all need to pay attention to. And that is right here. Okay. This floor right here at, we're just going to call it 3.00. Okay. So there's a couple of ways that you can look at this depending on which side you sit on with regards to your bias and your feelings on natural gas. I like to trade what I see. Okay. We will not go short on natural gas until we do not get at least, okay, a nice 4 hour candle to close below and then retest that area. Okay. So what does that look like? Let's head over to the 8 hour. Okay. And then let's head over to the 4 hour. And then let's go ahead and go over here. Okay. So we basically need to see this type of price action right here, like a break, okay, and then a break of a structure point to head down to this next level at 2.70 to close the gap. Okay. We need to see this price action right here. Okay. Where again, we break that, what I call the TP hut, which is right here. We break that neck area and we go down. That is a direct, we're going down to the next level. Okay. So we basically need to see that over here. Okay. Below this level. So if you notice, this is why I have an alert right here, just under 3.00. That is going to cue me to go ahead and look at the chart, wait for the price action, and then call out the sell signal down to the next level. Until that doesn't happen, we are biased on buys at this key level when it comes to natural gas or NG. Okay, so that's going to be super important to wait for. By the way, if at any point in this video you get some value, come on now, help out the old guy, drop in a like. That's all you got to do. It is absolutely free, and I appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead now and get back into the chart. So what we're seeing right now, okay, what we're seeing right now, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe this out. What we are seeing right now is that we've got price coming on the 4-hour chart right back down into this area. Okay, so what does that mean for the rest of the day? Well, again, until we do not close below this level, we're not thinking about any shorts. We're only thinking about buys. So we are going to draw a Fibonacci level from this low to this high. I'm going to super max this chart so you can see it. Okay. And ideally, we want to see price come down into this area one more time to then maybe look for one more bounce up. Maybe that'll be a mega bounce. Maybe that'll be a small bounce, whatever the bounce is. That's what we're looking for to see if we can get that later this afternoon. Ideally, though, this is part of our rules. If it's after 1 p.m., which it is now, we very rarely do not get into any brand new positions. So those of you that are still writing buys here, I've closed out my buy. Right out the buy. Protect it, but right out the buy. Because, again, you don't know what's going to happen after market hours trading from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the reopen at 6 during that 1-hour closure of 5 to 6. Again, you risk the possibility of something coming, some news, some gap, and you don't want to, be caught on the wrong side of that. So I would prefer that we wait until market reopens at 6, let the first hour of the market happen, and then look to see if we get that type of alert. Because right now, right, it may not, we're getting the dip now. So this could be the last dip of the day right here. Okay. We don't know that. We don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the day. So if this candle closes there in that doji candle, let me get rid of this. Okay. If this candle closes like this, up above this candle in a doji candle, that to me is going to signal that we are then going to go higher at the beginning of the next major session there. Okay. So we definitely have to keep an eye out for that right there. This fib level right here that we gave you was an ideal entry, but we may not get that ideal. Hold on, let me get rid of this. We may not get that ideal Fibonacci entry, right? So that is like best case scenario. Right now, they've only rejected the 38. So best case scenario between now and market closure, we do a dip down towards that 61, and then we're positioning ourselves there. But as you can see right now, as of 1 o'clock, we tend to see a little bit more buying power happening with natural gas. So we're going to zoom out. We're going to go back to the day chart, and we're going to, again, look at these levels here. So you, again, one more time, you understand what I think you need to wait for, and that really is going to be right here. Okay, a break below this level, we're going to sell down to this open gap. If you're in my club, don't worry, I got you. You can just sit back and wait for the alert. Anything above that level, I believe you should be buying. Okay, it might be in small skirts. I think, what could happen is, barring any major news, we could just see NG for a little bit, just kind of, do one of these type of things, right? Maybe the next major move will be some type of major headline or news. We're just not seeing the volume right now with natural gas. Okay, so it is a scalper's delight, but outside of scalping, okay, there really is no analysis right now that I could tell you, well, we're definitely going to go here or higher or lower. We don't see that, right? We are getting closer to this lower gap, okay? But again, that lower gap cannot happen until we break this particular level right here. And that's why I've got the alert to let me know. For now, any push down, you give yourself a great risk to reward by trying to pick up natural gas at these levels, trying to pick up the bounce, and then your exit becomes the bottom of the yellow box if you do tango a long. Okay. I have a hunch that they're going to go for this level, okay, first, and then this level, and then we'll decide what we do there. Okay. I think those two levels are going to be hit here this week. Okay. So that's based on what I'm seeing. I think those two levels and this gap that was created this particular weekend, I think will get very close to closing. For sure, I think 3.256 is a given. And then from there, possibly 3.39. And then we shall go from there. Okay. So again, don't put yourself in a predicament. If it doesn't look right, if it doesn't smell right, just don't trade it. Right. This is why we've got so many other folks who are trading other things across the board. So you don't feel like you need to trade NG. Sometimes there is no trade. It's okay. If there is no trade, do not trade it. It's that simple. Okay, that simple. So hopefully that clarified a little bit about what to look for going into midweek next week. Don't forget to check for the NG inventories, which should drop on Thursday as normally scheduled. Take a look at that. That will obviously have an effect on where NG moves on Thursday. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're brand new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Okay, I'll be giving you an update tomorrow on crude oil, possibly for YouTube, definitely inside the club. So look out for that. That might go out tomorrow after the crude oil inventories hits in the morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to be kind to someone this week because we need more kindness in the world. And don't forget, if you missed the beginning of the video, I showed you our dog, Molly. Say hello to Molly in the comments. She's down here snoring while we're here giving you value on this NG chart. Okay, thanks for watching.